28 to 32. Do you remember last week, tenors and basses, how I said I wanted more F on fainting? Well, then what happened was we put more F on fainting, and then the vowel got really spread. And so can we just try this once? And so give me lots of consonant, but then don't let it interrupt the tallness of the vowel. Does that make sense? So let's just go right on your entrance there. Pick up to 29.
Which means one more to the fainting heart. Which means one more to the fainting heart.
Good. Yeah. Still coming out a little bit spread for me. Will you just give me some kind of like motion like this when you do it? So, which means far more to the fainting heart, fainting heart. And then you can feel free to play accompaniment. I think that'll actually help them to connect a little bit. Same spot, pick up to 29.
Which means far more to the fainting heart. Which means far more to the fainting heart.
Yeah, literally by moving your hand like that, it made a difference. So just think nice and tall on that. Can we do that same thing again? Just to solidify it.
Which means far more to the fainting heart. Which means far more to the fainting heart.
Yeah, good. Nice job, tenors and basses. That is solid. Good measure. Yeah. Oh. Do that again. There's another point that I want to make. At measure 32, it's the same part. At measure 32, you might not know this, but it's actually text painting. So the heart is fainting, and what happens?
Decrescendo.
Decrescendo, right? So that's literally the heart fainting. Can you put more of a decrescendo in there because it wasn't quite coming through? Can you do that same thing again? We'll go to the end of the phrase.
Which means far more to the fainting heart. Which means far more to the fainting heart.
Yeah, and so taper just a little bit sooner than we just did to make sure. So can you just go, just do the last, which means, pick up to 31.
Which means far more to the fainting heart.
Yeah, so just bring that dynamic contrast out there. Last thing is, everybody stand. Measure 59, which is the very end of the piece. I want to do the last two sing on that happen at the end of the piece. And I want to get, it's just not quite precise. Remember how we talked about at the end, sing on, and we're going to close that NG. It just wasn't all quite together. I want to see if we can get that to line up a little bit better. These are the last two sing-ons, the last 4 bars of the piece. Yeah, good. And then I think I originally said to like hold the N. We're just gonna cut it off, just like we just did. Can we do that same thing again? Do you remember our candy store exercise? You all remember that? Yeah. So that still applies here. So pretend like there's a bunch of candy here. Reach for your candy, every phrase. Here we go. 2 measures, 1 measure. So that was the next point I wanted to get to. That's great. On the word touch, instead of touch, can you put a little ah space in that? So I'm going to sound like this. 'Tis the human touch, like an ah space. And then on the word human, do this for me for a minute. Take out the H. So you're going to sing, 'tis the human touch. We're going to make up words here. Can you try that with me, sopranos and altos? This is right at 13. Ready? And...
'tis the human touch.
Good. I liked your ah vowel. Now we're going to add the H back in, but we want that same vowel after the H on human. Here we go. 13. Ready? Good. Did you hear how your vowel changed? Did you hear that? Take out the H again. Same thing. We're going to get this, I promise. Here we go. 13. Ready?
Tis the human touch.
Good. Now add the H back in, but think about how did that vowel feel different? Anybody tell me how it felt different? It sounded different, yeah.
For a human, there's an E in there when we usually say it, so we want the liveness of like how we would usually say it, or just speaking it.
Right, yeah. Doing pieces with choir in English is one of the most annoying things as a choir director because we speak English, but we speak it incorrectly. So yeah, there's lots of things, and so what's happening is the sound is like we should get to a pure oo, but we have to get hu. We call it almost like a diphthong, where we have to get to that vowel. And so by taking the H out, we can feel how that vowel feels, and then hopefully when we put the H back in, we're gonna memorize that feeling. Does that theoretically make sense? I know I'm getting all choir director stuff, but I promise it works. Starting at 13, take the H out again, and we're gonna really feel how this feels. Starting at 13. Ready?
Tis the human touch.
Good. Now add the H back in, but don't change that vowel. 13. Ready?
Tis the human touch.
Yeah, good. Better. More H. So now just make the H more present. The vowel is exactly right. Just make the H more present. Here we go. Ready?
Tis the human touch.
Yes. Yes, that was the best you've done it. Now, I want you to feel, so if we speak that, 'tis the human touch. So will you show me a gesture as you sing that, and let that be, it has a tenuto, right? So one of my general notes about this piece, a tenuto, those of you that don't know, is when a note has this thing, like a line underneath it, that's a tenuto. What that means is that it should have more weight. And there's tenutos all over this piece. And one of the things that I noticed in the recording is that those aren't really coming out that much. So that's one of the things that will work. So this is one of those instances. So let me really hear, 'tis the human touch, that kind of shape. Here we go, 13. Ready?
Tis the human touch.
Good, so much better. That was so much better. Great, okay.